We're back to Photoshop, day 9. Let us create some ellipses. We can find the ellipse tool right here where the rectangle tool is. So by default, it should show the rectangle tool, short key is U. And then you can right click on it and open this toolbox to select the shape. Let's just say you see the triangle shape, doesn't matter, short key is still U. So hit the U on your keyboard, then you find this tool, right click on it, and then you can select the ellipse. So U is the general short key for the shape tool, you could say. And left click drag on your canvas, and this creates your ellipses. Every time you create a new one, by default a new layer is being opened, so every ellipse gets its own layer. We have 3 ways to create them: as shapes, as paths, and as pixels. I want to talk about paths especially in later videos. Pixels maybe also in a specific video. For us important is the shape, because this is usually what you want when you want to create ellipses and circles. So make sure shape is selected in this dropdown. Let me delete them. Right here, I create a new one, left click drag, and watch what happens to W and H, which is width and height. It gets set, and now I can go to the squares at the bounding box and resize my ellipse, and this changes width and height up here. You can also set that numerically. 500 times 500 gives us a circle. If I click on the link icon here and I change the width, the height will automatically be adjusted. If I unlink it, I can adjust only the width or the height without the other one being affected. The colors can be changed right here via fill and stroke. You can pick the recently used colors or click here on the top right to get your color picker. Same goes for the stroke. You can adjust the stroke size right next to it. There's a slider, but you can also do that numerically here. Left click on it, then Ctrl A to select it all, change it maybe to 5. Up next is the stroke style, solid, dashed, and dotted. There are more options, but yet again, this is something that I want to talk in a specific video. For us, one more thing is important, and this is the option next to height. As I've shown you, every time I drag a new ellipse, I create a new layer with it. But this is only true because this is selected right here. So let me create a new one, and you can see we have ellipse 1 and ellipse 2 as layers. I switch this now to combine shapes. Ellipse 2 is active. I left click drag, and this combines the newly drawn and the ellipse 2 that was already there on the layer. If I want to connect shapes with ellipse 1, I just switch the layer and do that. Same goes for subtraction, which would be right here, the third mode. And again, want to adjust ellipse 1, just switch the layer from 2 to 1, and you can adjust that. These are the basics of creating ellipses that beginners should know. Try to get yourself familiar with it, because this is something that we're going to use in future tutorials. Hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.